We are back in the Second Age once again as we return to the Lord of the Rings mod for Shogun 2 Total War. And the elves of the Wooden Realm stalking their prey, the kingdom of Anadune. Anadune? That's probably how you say it. It's like the Empire of Numenor is what it is. It basically is the evil Numenorians that are led by Arthrazon. And yeah, as you can see, I think we actually do have, I know we have Numenorian bodyguard. We don't even have Arthrazon here himself personally, but he is allied with the Eastmen of the Haradrim in this one, and it looks like the elves of Erin Garland are already going in, and they've managed to catch some Numenorian scouts here. Looks like most of Numenor's army is hidden in this forest here. They've just uncovered the entire thing. It looks like they've got a lot of strong units in here, including Numenorian Faithful of the Golden King, which are a really strong axe unit. They're just being sent into battle now. These guys will absolutely mess up those spears, I think. Yeah, I mean, combat even these beach glaives here, but I think the Numenorians will turn that one around very, very shortly. And yeah, the elves are not alone. They are joined by the dwarves of Ered Luin, the dwarves of the Blue Mountains, and they are sending their greatest warriors into battle. The berserkers look like they're going to be going straight in, and they do need to go straight in. They have low missile block chance. They're not going to be able to deal with the Numenorian bows very easily. We've got Numenorian heavy infantry in here as well, taking these green spears on. I mean, they combat even apparently, but I can't believe that's so. Hunters here getting focused down by archers of Erin Garland. So yeah, they're immediately losing their archers are the Numenorians, but their infantry, I must imagine, is doing very well. Looks like that's where their money has been spent. As yeah, the Faithful there, combat even. I mean, beach glaives, yes, again, combat even. Okay, fair enough. It's even at the moment between these two sides. Got armored spears here clashing with green spears. Harad really needs to get a move on because all of a sudden it's going to be very, very quickly. Numenor is going to get double teamed here. As well. I'm just going to call them Numenor because that's pretty much what they are, the Kingdom of Anadune. But yes, if you want to check out the Last Alliance Total War mod for Shogun 2 Total War, if you think, wow, Pope, this looks amazing, do check it out. The link is down below in the description. They also have a Discord, which I'll leave a link for as well in the description if you want to get involved in sort of like any sort of development or testing of the mod. That is the place to go as well. And if you have any glorious Total War replays that you want to have set in and covered on the channel, do send them into my Discord as well. That is in the description. And that's the best place to send your stuff in. And it looks like we've got Ered Luin now has set up, but he has got a whole bunch of forces over here as well. He's got Dragon Slayers, which I'm guessing is a crossbow unit. Yeah, it looks like a heavily armored crossbow unit as well. Those guys are set up with Azagal III. They're their king. And they're setting up as a sort of reserve to support the archers here of the elves. And we've got a lot of deer riders here for the elves also flanking on around. Looks like they're trying to go for hammer and anvils here on Numenor, who's really blobbing up. He could do with maybe not blobbing up so much, giving some of his men some time to rest and recuperate. Looks like Armored Spear here is getting shot in the flank by the elves as they try and guess block sort of any flank by the deer riders. I imagine that's what they're trying to do. Numenor Adventurers coming out, which is a shock infantry, and it's a low tier one. And they're coming out and they're charging into Ered Luin Berserkers here. So we'll see how they do. Yeah, like Adventurer, I guess they're like technically like adventurers. They come on the ships. They try and come to Middle Earth and do some adventuring there. But yeah, they're probably going to get absolutely slapped up. They're winning apparently. But I can't imagine that's going to last forever, but we'll see. Harad has gone in, by the way. They set in the Serpent Spears here. And they're clashing now with these Ered Luin Blue Wardens, and they are losing the Blue Wardens. These spears are pretty heavily armored for Haradrim. What we've seen going around the flank here, Horse Archers. So yeah, it looks like, and we've got Cataphracts as well. These guys are fast moving. I mean, that's the thing with Shogun. These battles are played at 100 miles an hour. They really are. Because that's just how Shogun works. It's everything just zips around so quickly. So I'll try and catch as much as I can. The Deer Riders here look like they've gone for a bit of a charge in the center. Looks like they maybe helped stop a breakthrough from some Ventress here as well. But yeah, it looks like Harad is having a lot of joy right now. It seems like they're winning these initial fights against the Blue Wardens. Seems like cheaper infantry for the Kingdom of Ered Luin, at least to start with, and then some really expensive archers. And I'm not really sure how good the Blue Spears are, but this could be a huge and decisive fight here. Cataphracts against Deer Riders. I would have thought the Cataphracts would win, but they need to turn around and maybe take that fight on soon. There you go. They're going to turn now and face. The Blue Spears, though, supporting. The Dwarves and Elves probably do have the advantage. And there you go. Blue Wardens are starting to break. We've got Nazar over here with the Cav. He needs to probably think about coming forward. And these Horrors of the Desert, they're a good hybrid unit, you know, both spear and bow. But get them in loose formation so they reduce their losses. That's what I'd be doing. And it looks like, yeah, Numenor Adventurers are starting to waver and break. As I said, I thought they would start to run out of steam. They're not that great. But yeah, this is a real threat. You can see like these berserkers here just getting around the back. You can see a general, I think, is getting stuck in now, the Numenorian bodyguard.
Oh,
but yeah, if they break through this small line here, then Numenor can just be outflanked. But it does seem as though a lot of units here for the elves are starting to also suffer. There's a lot of elites being tied down by a very thin line of green elves. Yeah, the Numenorian faithful are insanely strong. They really are. Need to get those, I was going to say, get these guys in Towns Guard. They're another hybrid unit as well. Another sort of break in the line. Looks like it's going to happen here. Axe throwers have been broken through. And now, yeah, the Towns Guard are in combat here. These archers are going to have to work overtime here. Orofer, that's Thranduil's dad. He's, yeah, focusing everything down he can with his Sindar Flower Guard. I mean, he's got just the Cav just stood here. They need to kind of operate, do something with them. They got a lot of spears. I guess they've been drawn out of the fight. They're having to contain those the Cav there. So yeah, Harad doing a really good job. So he's breaking through right now.
Under attack. We must
really
act
see.
Now.
I mean, I'd get some of the Cav maybe to support in some of these fights against the Axe Throwers and the Blue Wardens for Harad. Like pull some of them back. These Horse Archers are starting to suffer as well. And it looks like elves over here. The Headhunters are actually chasing down hunters here, and they're going to get into the Horrors of the Desert. That's for sure. Very, very shortly. And yeah, there you go, a breakthrough coming in. That is Spearmen and Serpent Fencers. They're breaking through, but they're being stopped by the Deer Riders here. So, I mean, I guess that's good for the forces of good. They're, you know, kind of holding back the sort of breakthrough. Orofer might need to go into melee just to pin them down if you can allow hammer and anvils to take place. Also, the Serpent Spear should really surround the elves. That's what they should be doing. Help out their ally. Like, Numenor's been fighting on since minute 1 here. Needs some support. Like, his infantry's doing okay, but he is starting to also get encircled himself. Like, his elites can't hold on forever. And yeah, the heavy infantry here fighting against the berserkers. That's a tough ask. These berserkers, you know, they probably do well against spears. Yeah, lose them decisively. And again, armored spears here, even like they're a poorer unit than the heavy infantry. They're not going to be winning their fight. But it seems like the Dwarves are going to win on the right flank there. I don't know whether it's just massive troops or whether there's just a small amount of forces for the Haradrim thrown in there. But it does seem like Harad, after having broken through, hasn't really taken advantage, just carried on, like, just advancing forward, didn't try and, like, flank around. He is now with a Serpent Spear here, which is great to see. He's sort of going in the shield wall, hammer and anviling. He needs to, you know, release some of these Numenorian elites soon. But the Cav for the, or should I don't know if I should call them Cav, because it's not even horses, they're deer. But yeah, the Deer Riders here, having now kind of been released in the center with that sort of like breakdown of the front line there, and then now going into the back lines of the Haradrim. They could go after the Horrors of the Desert, Nazar as well. Really the Cav here for Haradrim needs to play a part now. It is now moving. Needs to go after these beach glaives potentially, or just into the center fight and try and help out their allies. But yeah, Numenor is slowly getting surrounded. The Numenorian faithful wavering finally at 4 men left. They seriously do not give in. That's why they're the faithful. They're like damn cultists. They believe in the cause they're fighting for. They fight to the last man. And yeah, these serpent spears, serpent fences there routed. That's the Sentinel won for the forces of good. After losing it originally, they've now turned it around and won it. And there you go, serpent spears winning there as well. Being routed by the cavalry or the Deer Riders. And then the encirclement that happened here with the elves by the Haradrim. These Haradrim have themselves been encircled by dwarven berserkers. Couldn't think of anything worse really than already an angry dwarf. A berserk dwarf does sound pretty terrifying.
Oh, shameful day. Our army is running from the field. We must rally our men before all is lost.
There you go, Serpent Spears, looks like they're going to rout. The Faithful are still holding on. They still got good numbers, actually. 54 and 65. They've got, yeah, some good numbers. I think their general might be dead, though. No, he's not, actually. He's managed to skulk back over here as the bodyguard, and he's now sort of being defended by Horrors of the Desert. We have got Nazar in combat. He's going up against Spears, though. Orifer as well, of all units as well. So it's a hybrid spear unit, so... On the charge, maybe Orifer might suffer, but in prolonged melee, I would have thought that Nazar will lose that fight. But we'll see. There's a general v general fight there. Axe as well being thrown in. I think that's well, axe throwers themselves throwing those in there, trying to do some damage. And yeah, now combat even. Still losing decisively, apparently, is Orifer, but that might change. And it looks like we've got Hunters there starting to waver and break. I feel like the Haradrim player here might need to, you know, turn these Horrors of the Desert around, save the general here of Numenor. I mean, not that there's much to save. Numenor is actually mass routing here, it seems. And these guards, as like Faithful of the Golden King, breaking early on. I think the general might break at any moment himself. And yeah, it looks like the Cataphracts actually did get engaged. Didn't really see what happened to too much to them. They didn't seem to be much effectiveness, but they went in against the Deer Riders here, and with the support of the Spears, it was going to be a easy win for the Forces of Good in the end. These Deer Riders seem really strong, really. Maybe slightly overpowered. I mean, fresh. They've been running around most of this game, though. And, yeah, they're just super speedy. They really, really are. And it seems Numenor's general's going in. Last brave 7 men, and they look like they're going to break pretty much instantaneously. And Nazar as well is also starting to waver, and he'll probably break as well. All it's going to take is a one charge, I think, from those Deer Riders. We'll probably run down those Horrors of the Desert and get them off the battlefield. Yeah, I mean, certainly seems like the Kingdom of Aaron Garland, like the Wood Elves, are super strong. It also seems like a very popular choice of faction to play in a multiplayer game.
Let all who remember this day remember it as the day of our most glorious victory.
There you go. I think that's a GG there for the Forces of Good. The Forces of Evil are going to be defeated here. But yeah, I was going to say, Aaron Garland seems really well-rounded. Good cav. Decent, like, sort of infantry as well. And also good archers. They are probably one of the best well-rounded factions in the game. I think they also have a decent shock unit as well. Like, spears, they have, like, axes. They don't really have swords as such, but yeah, axes. Sure, like, can work as like your line infantry, like your basic infantry, and doing a really good job. These Horrors of the Desert, where have they been? Have they been chasing routing units, or did they just fall back? But yeah, 85 and 83, these guys, yeah, like, that's insane that they've just been, like, just elsewhere, but they're on red morale. Where have they just been retreating? But yeah, I imagine they're just going to get run down in a minute. We'll just see. All it's going to probably take is some units just to get closer, and they'll probably break. Here we go. The cav coming in, yeah, immediately, as soon as those Deer Riders, like, just connect with the Horrors of the Desert, they mass rout. Just army losses in the end taking place. And there you go. That should be all of the evil units now defeated for...
My lord, our men have been discovered.
There you go. And now we should have a quick look at the end results. But there you go. That was a very, like I said, these battles are really fast-paced, but really fun to check out. And then we have a glorious shot there. I think that's of the Eidolon faction, which is like a part elf, part man faction, which is very, very cool. But yeah, I hope you guys did enjoy this battle. It certainly was very fast-paced, like I said. These Last Alliance battles, since I don't really have many Dawn's Day ones, are the only sort of like Lord of the Rings content I can really put out at the moment. But yeah, it's good to check it out, that's for sure. I've been really enjoying checking out Last Alliance as well, for a bit of a change from Dawn's Day stuff. But yeah, we'll have a quick look at some of these kills. I think this is sent in from the Elven, like the Wood Elf perspective. So we'll have a quick look, and I think it's Gomistan's perspective. Orifer with 184 kills there, getting the most kills for his team. 154 kills with the Borderlanders, 124 with Borderlands. These guys seem to have been, you know, like shooting from the very beginning of this game, getting insane kills. Deer Riders as well, doing well. 123 kills, 115, 110 for the Headhunters there. It's not too bad for them, and there are the rest of the kills for the Woodland Realm. Then we have Peter Harv playing as the Haradrim, getting 114 kills with the Spears, but nothing else really getting huge kills. Then we have Ellen and Ish playing as the Dwarves, 125 kills with the Berserkers, but again, the Dwarves seem to have, you know, not done masses of kills. The King Azaghal getting 83 kills. And then we have Aiden with Numenor, 95 kills with the Faithful of the Golden King, 94 with another one there. Yeah, the Axes really getting the most kills for Numenor with their super elite army, it seemed. And there you go, guys. A very low kill, I'd say, like, count in this one. Yeah, like, both of the Evil Forces not even getting 1,000 kills. And, yeah, the Elves, you can see, getting most of the kills for the Forces of Good in this one. But there you go, guys. That is today's Last Alliance battle. If you do want to see more of it, do check out the ones appearing on your screen now. We've got some glorious ones there. But until next time, guys, I'll see you in the next one. Bye for now.